Okay, I felt compelled to put my hat on. Today we're going to talk about a billionaire, Kendra Scott. At least her company's valued at that. Who is she? That's what I wanted to know. Who is this person and why she's so special and what's the big deal and why am I seeing her everywhere? I'll explain all this and why I'm picking Kendra Scott in particular to talk about today. Let's go. Welcome to digitalexplorers.net on YouTube. I'm Landrianka, the founder of digitalexplorers.net. Yeah, I didn't get .com. It didn't stop me. I liked the name. We're going to talk about Kendra Scott today. What do we do here at Digital Explorers? Well, I teach people step by step how to create planet conscious businesses. If we're going to create businesses, let's make sure we do some good things for the planet. But here's most of all what I do, which brings me to our conversation today. I choose people who come from absolutely nothing, that never had a chance on the planet to ever have their own business because things aren't just set up that way out there. You know, we've had to go to college, get mentors, we have to learn things, work for years in some business or whatever. That's all changed through the internet. And I realized there was a disconnect. And then there's the make money stuff. And I thought, what if I taught people how to have real business practices put in place? And then we went after the things they truly loved. They didn't have to come in and just learn something based on what they were going after. It's like they figure out what they're going to go after. And that brings me to Kendra Scott. I thought, creative people are the most fascinating and they're really the most popular when it comes to being innovative, profitable, revenues out there. Why? They're thinking out of the box and they're not reinventing the wheel. Kendra Scott makes jewelry. I think we all wear jewelry. I think jewelry's been around a long time. Why is she doing so well? Well, the reason I looked her up is I was looking up millionaires. I want to find out how many millionaires have gone bankrupt. It was stunningly shocking. Did you watch my last video? Most millionaires go bankrupt twice. Yeah, but 79% of them come from nothing. And I know why. Because they're highly motivated, right? Nobody handed them anything. So they did it from scratch. That's pretty impressive, don't you think? But I've been going into stores and everywhere I go, I see this Kendra Scott jewelry. The woman's everywhere. And I've looked at the jewelry and frankly, I'm like, I'm not getting it. It's not my thing. And frankly, you know, it's well priced, but I wouldn't pay for it. It doesn't really stand out for me. And I'm thinking, why is everybody loving this? Well, you know, marketing's part of the success of anything, right? So I looked her up and I found out that she had a hat company. She was advocating for her stepdad who had cancer. And she started this hat company and she was donating toward this cancer, some, charities and things like that. And she went under. It went out of business. Just like I said, how many millionaires go bankrupt? Did that stop her? No, she's a creative person. She's a millionaire, billionaire now. That doesn't stop us. So what did she do? She launched a jewelry line. She went in her bedroom and was drawing all this jewelry that she loved, particularly jewelry that would normally be expensive. She made it affordable. And she decided, and this is where my philosophy comes in also, to do some good things for other people. God forbid you actually, make money and other people benefit from it. And so she decided that she was going to have this whole platform where she's giving to charities and raising funds, and she was going to do this big blitz, and the girl is just on the map and doing incredibly well, and she just had a partner come in for $1 billion. She's still CEO of her own company. Smart girl. But you see her everywhere. She's really marketing herself. Kendra Scott, it's her name on the brand. She's the designer. She's the CEO. She's out there with her face everywhere, and she's doing a darn good job. $1 billion. That's what that company was valued at. Now, why do I bring this up? Because I don't think it's anything outstanding. Again, I wouldn't buy the jewelry. It didn't do it for me, but apparently a lot of people do. But she's tying it to charitable events and doing good things. So guess who partners with her? She gets exposure to a lot of wealthy people that are participating in these charities. And of course, what are they going to do? They're going to buy her jewelry to support her. And of course, she gives a lot of money to these charities. It's a mutual exchange, which I think is a beautiful thing. And I think this is how businesses should operate. I built my entire training business on this, is that we should be doing good things for other people. And it starts with us too. You've got to love what you do. And I'm sure that she loved that jewelry that she was developing, things that she loved that she couldn't get inexpensively, decided to design it for other people, and then included that whole charitable piece to it. I think that's amazing. And I want to teach people how to do that. No, I am teaching people how to do that. That there's always going to be a component that's going to make a big impact. In fact, the whole platform of digitalexplorers.net is based on passion, purpose, positive impact, and then profits. You know, we want to hit those numbers. We want to do well. We don't want to be the millionaires that go bankrupt. You don't have to be. So if you have seen my video, my webinar, I talk about the 5 reasons online businesses go under, and they are not based on all those things, including what Kendra's doing, what Digital Explorer's doing. Those are the ones that end up standing tall, that are still here when everything fails, because people don't want to go back to people who are just selling stuff. We like to be attached to purpose. We like the charitable piece of any kind of business. Have you ever bought anything and a portion of the money goes to something really cool? It feels good, doesn't it? You still get your stuff. And that's the giving world that I believe we're going into, and that we're more cognizant of how much that has to be a part of how we earn. So if you haven't seen my webinar, the 5 reasons online businesses go under, 90% of them in the first year, it's easily fixable. Anybody can fix it. And I want to teach the regular average person out there who's a visionary, entrepreneurial, who's never had a chance to do some of the things that we're doing, that millionaires and billionaires are doing. 79% of those millionaires and wealthier had nothing. It could be you. Let me teach you how to do it with a real strategy, a real structure, create a real business, but we're going to base it on something you love, and you're going to help other people. How great is that? So come on, join us if you want. This is a free webinar. It's either down here in the description in the video, or you'll find it in your email, wherever you're seeing this. And if you're ready to check it out, come on over. We are not thinking twice. Well, I don't know if this is for me. Okay, great. Then it's not. But those of you who feel like you haven't had a chance to go after these things because everything's based on just money, not what we're contributing, this might just be the answer for you. Check it out for yourself and you'll find out. But Kendra Scott, smart lady. I think it's pretty cool. I hope to see more like her out there, and I think it's happening. See you in the next video.